This is me building my business in public daily to help keep myself accountable and try to stay on things and help grow my business. So, how these videos are going to work is first, I want to go into the YouTube comments. I want to create an environment on this channel where we are all entrepreneurs in progress. Okay, that's the name of this YouTube channel for accountability, daily habits, or regular habits, things like that. We can all kind of help each other grow. Then I'll be talking about things that are on top of mind, my thoughts and challenges. And this one's really for the 9 to 5ers that are trying to escape that and go to the entrepreneurial level. I have a kind of a situation I want to talk to. I want to see if you guys have any other similar situations to that. Maybe we'll talk about what I did in the business today, and then at the end we're going to go through my important things tracker where I track all things that are important to me, like revenue and growth of certain social things and communities, etc. But yeah, we have to talk about the topic here, getting paid to learn. So what's been happening at my 9 to 5? So I am a senior accountant at a company, okay? And what's great is I've never really needed to take too much work home or think about work like there. Like I've just been able to like do my stuff there, come home, be with my family, and then put them to bed, and then get on here and start working on trying to create my future, right? Um, Above me was obviously there was an accounting manager, and this is going to make sense, this little thing in a second here, okay? And then our little team also had accounts payable person, okay? So a pretty small team, a little top heavy, if right, accounting manager, senior accountant. So this week, my accounting manager put in her notice. Okay, really tough because she was great to work with and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, now what's going to happen to me? Am I going to move up here? Are they going to ask me to do that? Are they going to hire someone? Yada, yada, yada. So what ended up happening, and I will just go like this. I am going to be moved to, oops, I don't know. I am now going to be like the supervisor of the department. And that sounds actually like a lesser title. I don't know what the exact title is going to be, like accounting supervisor or something. It's kind of made up because no one's ever had that at this company before. So we're just going to call it this. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. And then eventually, they plan on giving me support in this role and having some sort of controller slash CFO, okay? And on top of that, to put out the fire, so I'm going to put them over here. There's going to be like a payroll person and then also like a staff accountant. Now, why do you care about any of this? I've been working really hard trying to grow the business, and I feel like I'm in the perfect job to be able to do that, right? I show up to work, I do my stuff, and then like I don't have to, again, I said this already, carry any of it home or anything like that. And I'm just going through this big mental process of like, now all of this is going to change, and now I'm going to be responsible for these two and for this person. And then I will report to obviously this person. And I'm like, at first I was like so kind of angry about it because I was like, oh my God, there's gonna be more responsibility now. I don't know if I want more responsibility. I just want to be able to leave. Like I make good money and it's fine. So it's like, it's not really like a money grab to do the supervisor thing. But there's also this other wrench in the thing here, wrench in the process, where I was planning on going to a conference across the country during a week in like a couple weeks. It was like basically a 3-day conference, but because of how the flights worked, it was basically I was gonna miss basically the whole week. And now I can't do that. I just physically cannot do that because in a couple days we're bringing in this person, and there's a payroll process week that's happening, and apparently that that's the accounting team that's doing that. And then maybe a few days after that, maybe the following week, we're having this person start, and then it's like a month-end close process, and like journal entries and all this other stuff, and I have to kind of make that happen. And if you don't understand like accounting or finance or whatever, that's totally fine. This is more just about like a overarching view of like, hey, this problem at my 9 to 5 is now impacting my ability to put more thought into being an entrepreneur. Like today was probably the hardest day I've had at this job, and actually probably a very long time, because of now I'm like, now it's taking over my mind, whereas before I was like I would leave, walk out the door, and like just be able to just keep it there. And now it's like I have all these other things rolling around in my head because um yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to succeed, but I was upset about the whole conference thing, missing it, because it was literally my first opportunity, not my first opportunity, my first time I've ever gone to a conference before, and I booked it months ago. Months ago, I was so excited. It was a personal finance conference for businesses, trying to grow like their brand and their businesses, and I was like, wow, that's perfect because that is me. And this conference has been going on for a long time. I've never heard of it, which is cool. Like that's great. So it's like very established, and I won't be able to. I like physically just could not go. I was just gonna call out of work sick for that week, but now I can't do that. Um, but I was trying to take a positive spin on it because it's like, okay, well now guess what I've never done before. I've never supervised anyone before. I've just kind of sat behind a computer and done all my stuff and kind of cranked out spreadsheets, right? But now it's like, well now, at least in the short term, I'm gonna have 3 people, which is just nuts. Like basically reporting into me, um, and I think I'm gonna really, really, really dive into this. Meaning, like, I'm really gonna invest myself into trying to be as good as I can in this role, because if I'm trying to grow a business, like eventually, I would imagine that I'm gonna have some sort of team around me, right? Like I don't know if I want to do like the whole solopreneur thing. I think I just want to have a large business with a team and a lot of great people on it, and me obviously be the head of that team and organization, right? But like, if I've never done it before, I'd rather get paid to learn how to manage people and how to like deal with people than spending my own dollars trying to hire the right person, trying to train the right person, trying to do all these things when I can just use the resources at my current company to try and help me grow. Now I've never gone through their like manager training or supervisor training. The feedback seems pretty good from employees, but it's still just like better than I would be able to just come up with by myself. I mean, I could ask ChatGPT or something like that, but yeah. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about recently, and it's frustrating, but also good. I mean, I will be making more money, and the benefit to this actually is I don't know the exact amount yet. Everything's still like super raw, but I think if the number that they give me is kind of what I'm thinking about, it's going to be about, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's like $600 a month, and I'm going to take that money and I'm going to try to save as much of my time as humanly possible. I don't know why I have to keep clicking this every time. So I'm going to do things like lawn care, absolutely paying for that. Like, I have a ton of leaves. I live in the northeast of the US, guys. Ton of leaves here. So, like, leaves, I don't know if that's part of lawn care. And then, like, plowing in the winter. If I can get rid of these 3, like, basically, I'm doing all of these things already. And I'm definitely behind in this all the time. Last season, these got out of control. And when it snows in the morning, I literally wake up an hour earlier, which is like 3 something, to go and shovel very quickly so that I can still have the same schedule of working out and then working and then, helping my kids get ready for the day and stuff and then going to work. So all these things are just getting in the way. And honestly, like this stuff just gets me so tired. Like holding a leaf blower for 3 hours, it doesn't sound exhausting, but when the whole thing's vibrating for 3 hours, it's just exhausting. So if I could use this money to directly do this, I think that's great. My wife and I just did something else too, where we basically have someone shop for us. And it's just so silly that we've never done this before. The local place by us, they charge $3.99 to just have someone shop for you and then you go and pick it up. Just insane. And I would spend over an hour doing this. I was doing this too. And just to be clear, my wife does a lot around the house as well. So this is not like me, I do everything. But if I can spend the money that I'm making from this to get more time back, then I won't have to, I have more time on the weekends probably to work on some of this other stuff, or even like I can sleep an extra hour knowing that we're going to be having our driveway plowed and I don't have to go out at 3:15 in the morning to get it done, right? So I think it's a blessing. I think it's a good thing. But it's also just like, it's uncomfortable because it's a new thing. But I think having these three people now kind of count on me, it's pretty cool in a sense of like, um, I mean, again, this is part of the growing process and like becoming better and just personal development and all this stuff. It's like it'd be pretty hard to run a company without knowing how to at least manage some people. Like, sure, I can, if, I'm not anywhere close to that, obviously, and you'll see in my important things tracker how much revenue I've made is since my business. But even like, yes, you could put a CEO in a spot, but you still have to like kind of manage, like you still have to do some sort of management thing, right? So it's still a good skill to have. So I think it's a blessing in disguise because I do think that learning how to manage people would be, well, I don't know. I was gonna say would be more valuable than networking at this conference because I was also, yeah, like yeah. I guess if you network with the right person, it could be great, but like just networking to networking might not be the best thing either. And so I have to work on like getting my refund for, well, I guess cancel the hotel, cancel the airfare. I don't know if I'm getting a refund on that. The conference itself, I think they do like recordings and stuff. I think I would get the recordings. So at least that's something I can kind of check out the content of the presentations and the Q&A sessions or whatever they were having. But yeah, they would also have like they had brands there that were going to go and stuff like that. And not necessarily that I want a brand deal, but I'm 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 planning on just promoting my product. So I have a community in my personal finance business. I have a budgeting and debt tracking software in my business as well that I'm giving out, and then I have other ways to kind of have people work with me. But yeah, I guess that's just kind of my thoughts here. Let me know, like, have you guys ever? What are your challenges in the 9 to 5 thing? Going to be an entrepreneur. Like I'm specifically talking to the 9 to 5ers that have a dream of making something bigger. Have you ever had a story like this where you felt like your 9 to 5 is maybe holding you back? Besides, like, hey, working the 40-hour, 50-hour weeks or whatever. You know what I forgot to do, and it doesn't really matter, but I always forget to do this because I know I have no comments in here. But here's the YouTube comments. We have this guy still trolling us. So let's get some comments in here. And I'm not just asking for like engagement farming. I want to create a community of other entrepreneurs in progress where we all keep each other accountable. We all share our daily habits of what we're doing in terms of trying to grow. Me, I am making these videos because one, this important things tracker I'm going to show you in a second, these are the 5 things that I care about right now. So if I keep looking at them every single day and seeing that I'm like making very little progress, it's like, okay, you are putting in time, effort, sacrifices, etc. And I don't think I can do anymore. I don't think I can do anymore. My day is, and this is not, yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing yet. My day is 4 a.m. and I ends at 10 p.m. and that's pretty much every day. So like I wake up at 4 o'clock. Like I have to pretty much wake up early and get up so that I can like work out. I have a home gym. So at 4:30, I start at 4:30 and then I have a hard stop again at 5:30 so that I can start working. And then I have a hard stop there around 7 so I can help with the kids getting ready and then go to work. And then I'm basically at work all day. And then I have a hard stop at 4:30 because I got to go pick up the kids from daycare. And then bring them home. We have like dinner quick and we do, parent stuff, dad stuff. And then we put them to bed. My wife kind of finishes off that process as I come down here for 7 p.m. And then I work basically until like 9:30, 9:45, and then I fall asleep at 10, and depending on what's going on, it's later. And that kind of sucks when you look up in the clock and it says like 10:45 p.m. knowing you have a 4 a.m. alarm going off the next day. But for me, the schedule is so important. Um, Half the days I don't even know what day it is. Like Monday through Friday, I have to really think about what day it is because every day is literally the same day for me, and that's exactly what I need. I think before I was just like all over the place. I was like, like, oh, I got to sleep in today. I was tired yesterday, and it just kind of everything just kind of throws off my rhythm because if I sleep in, then I either miss the workout or I miss working like on this. And most of the time it's the working that I sacrifice because I think I prefer my health over, you know, my entrepreneurial dreams or whatever. Because I'd rather stay alive longer for like my kids and stuff. And yeah, that's just kind of how I'm thinking about that. But if anything kind of resonated here with you guys, just let me know. I'm doing these daily, so I'd love to start getting some peeps in the community here. But yeah, let's go to the last part here, which is the important things tracker. So, let me actually check because in my school community, I am expecting to make some dollars, my first dollars on school. It was supposed to come out today, but I haven't gotten any. Sorry, I'm like burping a lot here. Any transaction. This is my first transaction, so I'm expecting it to take maybe another day or so to kind of go through. No, it's not there. Okay. It's not a lot. It's $95, but that might have to wait till tomorrow. It's just going to be cool to write down. This column, I started it on, I guess, yeah, the 13th, and I just took all the revenue that I've made so far from all the platforms. Like, so this is one person paying me for a higher ticket thing, minus the fees. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do this. I have 2 YouTube channels, so I do this channel every single day, and I don't even need to look because I know that there's 4 subscribers. Thank you guys. My main YouTube channel, which is my name, Chris Went, 778 subscribers. Awesome, great. And then I have 2 communities. So we have my personal finance community here, 193. Okay. And then my entrepreneur in progress community, which I haven't mentioned, but that's here. And I think there's just, one member, and it's me. This is going to be one for a while until we get this YouTube community up and running. All right. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for listening. If you're a 9 to 5er, let me know in the comments. Let's chat about it. I'll see you tomorrow.